Happy Self-Love Saturday. Whoop, whoop. Because I have like a lot of things in my life that require me to wear makeup, like auditions or meetings or even doing these videos, just different things all the time. I always think it's important to have at least one day in your week where you wear no makeup, you leave your hair alone, and you just live, you just be a person. I went to Bible study last night, and guys, it was amazing. It was my first time doing something like that, and I loved it. One of my best friends, Roscoe, came with me to the Bible study, and it was great. It was a small group. It was put on by my friend Randy. Thank you, Randy, so much for doing this. It just was right in line with everything that's kind of going on in my life. The topic that we went over was movement. What movement means, what it is, how important it is for your life, what hinders our movement. And we talked about fears. We talked about holding ourselves back. We talked about environment. We talked about people in our life, which is all of the things that have been swarming through my head for the last few weeks. I didn't think it was by any means an accident going to this Bible study, and the topic that Randy wants to talk about is movement. Hello now. So one of the things that was said that I thought was like, woo, was delay is not denial. Just because you haven't reached that big dream or that big moment or something like that in your life or in your career, whatever it is that you're searching for, does not mean that it is not going to happen. Faith and fear cannot coexist together. So you have to drop one or the other in order to move ahead. And I am hoping that you're going to pick up that faith and drop down that fear. God is going to put you through lots of tests in order to see just where your faith actually lies. We also talked about the rubber band analogy with God and how God uses you like a rubber band. He stretches and pulls you and bounces you back and forth, all to test you, just to see how far you can really go. Another girl in the Bible study, though, she added to this analogy in a way that I thought was just perfect. She said, God moves this elastic back and forth, stretching you, and then he uses it like a slingshot. And instead of pulling it till it breaks, he pulls it, and then he aims. And when he aims, he hits you right in the spot where you were supposed to be. And if that isn't true, I don't know what is. Because when you think about your journey, when you think about the stretch and the pull, the learning to let go of fear, the learning to add faith into your life, all of that kind of stuff, and how much you've gone through. And then when it hits, it hits. But both of those examples went back to movement and how we have to have faith in God's way of moving us and how we have to have faith in our overall movement, that the movement is progressive and that whether we realize it or not, that even the bad things are progress for us, that even the little things that happen are showing us something that we need to learn at this moment in our life, at this space, at this time, in order to move ahead to the next level. I say all of that to say, have faith in the moves that are happening in your life. The moves are supposed to bear fruit, but they do not come without a little discomfort, without a little stretching and pulling, without a little fear that we got to knock out of our body. So faith over fear, faith over fear, faith over fear, and have faith in the moves that are happening in your life. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video with any of your friends who you think need this message. Bye guys!